Okay, and then here we go. We go
I sure
live.
do miss Ben.
We all do. Excellent taste.
He sounds like he's knee deep in Dancing Girls right now, though.
Well,
I just hope he
actually
gets out of this
TBD.
whole. I hope he gets out of this whole cupcake situation.
There goes Ben's cummy buns. Uncle Ben's sticky buns.
I don't put.
You don't
so much
have to
face
be a
on that.
kid, but it helps.
What if
Man.
we started an upfront OnlyFans where we sold baked goods with our cum?
Just straight up be like, hey, full disclosure, we have jerked off into these.
Yeah,
Oh.
it has cum in it, so it's
Oh.
labeled as cum.
Yeah.
You know what we could do is even better. We sell ones where we're just like, oops, all jizz.
Yeah,
It
100%.
just comes in it.
It's
It's
just
a
cum.
cupcake wrapper just filled with jizz.
Who would we? Are we on the internet yet?
We are.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
don't like
mind.
that.
Yeah, so don't ask what race of people would eat that.
Jesus Christ, man. Why it's gotta be one race?
Got to stop my racial comments now.
Hey, look, we all know what race would eat all that cum, okay? Oh, man, it might be white
whites?
guys. It might be
Yeah.
whites.
It's gonna probably be white. It's
It's
probably gonna be white guys.
It's either the whites or Japanese.
It's gonna be white men.
Yeah.
It's gonna. No one's. It's a specific kind of weird, dude. That much Laughfinder seed, and that's a white man kind of weird.
It's all Alex.
Yeah.
I was thinking we should one of our good fundraisers. Now, I'm just spitballing here. Could be a Ladies of Laughfinder calendar
Oh.
where we get all of our significant others to be on the calendar.
Well, you had me at the first part.
Or maybe it could just be the men of Laughfinder, and we could
Okay.
just dress up as our characters.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Well, I'm going as
People
hentai, so I'm not wearing pants.
You make a good Hemlock Lugosi, I think.
Yeah.
Or we could just stand on a freeway median with a fireman's boot, shaking people down at the traffic light.
These
Oh,
are all valid ideas.
I was telling Tommy that that I found out you can make Jeopardy at home, like electronically, and that I would
Your own
I had the
questions?
idea of and I had the idea of doing a Laughfinder Jeopardy.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
I
You know
like
what you
that.
should do? One of the categories, in my opinion, should just be read the sentence out loud.
I did think one of the categories would be wrestling, though.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, I got a message. Let's start, and I'll
Okay.
I'll tell this because Chuck just brought something up. Which hi Chuck, hi Alex. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to
Hey guys, welcome to Laughfinder, Baltimore's premier pizza-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Simpazzo, and I'll be playing hentai lemongrass. Oh, and there's no music. Hentai lemongrass is cool. He does not wear pants. See his red rocket flop and flail. He does not wear pants, and he's hard. And I bought all the gas station dick pills.
All of them?
Oh man.
He OD'd on gas station dick pills, and I
Oh,
died.
wait.
All my limbs
Oh.
are stiff.
Eat one to tear it up. Eat 200 to kill God.
They should make one called Godfucker, and it's just like you could be Kratos on it, like.
I just imagine, like, if you OD on gas station dick pills, they can just put you on your stomach and spin you like a top.
Yeah.
It'll drill you into the ground, and that's how they have to bury you.
Oh man. I just
Oddly
imagine-
enough, that's actually my totem in the in Inception. Is Tommy spinning like that? That's how I know. That's how I know I'm out.
All right, guys. So let me get into this real quick because Chuck said, "Do you think that Chuck can get paid to not get naked on an OnlyFans?" Which is a nod to Josie's OnlyFans. But I got a message from Josie the other day that now says that she posted her first tasteful nipple showing on OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
What
you
she
had a
didn't
look?
say was it was from 50 pounds ago when, before her boobs probably looked like just fucking gym socks filled with Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Man, that's very specific.
You're a kind soul.
Ah,
So
man.
No,
you,
I'm sure
you
she's
say
very
she-
beautiful. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. So, guys, go check it out. Go support Josie so she can keep traveling the world and banging gay swing dancers. Did you know that, Aaron? Her boyfriend
Oh,
is a
outside the
professional
What?
swing dancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My goodness. Does he also do professional figure skating?
No, he just hangs out backstage and tickles all the competitors.
So did they meet while swing dancing, I presume?
No, I think she met
I
him on the
imagine
internet.
Josie walked in with some kind of swing dancing costume that she had photographed herself in.
Yeah.
Just on a lark and sort of was looking around and she was like, "Hey there, big boy. Care to take me out for a whirl on the floor?" And
She walked in with wearing the mask costume, like a zoot suit. And some guy was like, "Check out the bananas on that day," or whatever.
and she walked over to him and she was like, "I hear you know how to cut up a rug."
Look at the kumquats on this one, boys.
And they made the ooga sound.
Oh man.
And now they're
Oh, man,
happily
my
together.
pants-
Okay.
my pants are filled with pickled radishes. Ew.
Head became a wolf head.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games until they hop in an old Model T and start a killing spree across the country, robbing banks.
I can't wait for her to hop in a cartoon cab, and then when the judge spills dip on the road, we get a shot up skirt. But that's all for me. Eric and Tegan came over this weekend, helped me pour my floors, pour self-leveling concrete, so I'm that much closer to actually being able to have a dining room again because I've can move everything back down into the basement. I won't. Maybe in a couple months I won't be in this bedroom.
I will say that the most difficult part of the work day was just saying no to doing whippets every 10 minutes. That was actually the biggest hurdle of getting work done on Saturday.
Yeah, I bought a nitrous whipped cream dispenser and a box of nitrous canisters. And I had a show that night, and I told the guys, "Go ahead, Brian."
Now was this for like work or fun stuff?
Fun stuff.
Oh, okay. So you didn't need like an actual. All right, cool.
No. Yeah, it's not like my day job is like, make sure you're all hearing wah-wahs while you're working.
No, they were just like, now boys.
He's a dentist. A lot of people don't realize that when he's
We work
not
out of
doing
this.
comedy.
We work out of this old friendlies now, so you better be making smiley whipped cream faces on everything.
It was
No,
weird.
but-
Tommy kept pressuring me. He's like, "You sure you don't want to try it?" I was like, "I mean, I've definitely tried it before. I know exactly what it does. There's no questions in my mind. I've done many of these canisters." And he was like, "What are you, a bitch?" And I was like, I have a strict rule of no whippets before noon. I'm sorry. Sorry I live by a code."
Well, no, I get to the show that night, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait till the show's over and I can actually smoke some weed." And they were like, "Oh, I got some right now. We'll roll up and go out back and smoke." And I was like, "Oh, I don't smoke during a show or when I have a show that night," which is why today all I did was whippets and DMT. And they were like, "Why aren't you laughing?" And I was like, "No, because all I did was whippets and DMT today."
I can't wait till
Amazing creature.
wait till Drake drops that song, "Whippets and DMT."
No, that's a Sturgill Simpson country song.
You think so?
Just doing whippets and talking with reptile overlords.
I got the womp womps in my feet and my toes are too.
So yeah, that's all I got going on. I got the day is coming close for the DC Improv's hybrid VR comedy show, which I have no shows that I'm booking now in VR because Kyle realized he had oversaturated the market with shows, and it was just making the Thursday night show that much less special.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're probably a decent percentage of the VR comedy pool is on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's true.
And certainly
right.
an even larger proportion of the good ones. All right.
Well, speaking of good VR performers, this next guy has shared the stage with some of them.
Oh,
Oh man.
No, this next guy,
Oh.
I've seen him crush at virtual open mics to the point where people are ripping off their headsets and saying, I've seen God, the face of God, take me now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor, writer, comedian, and writer, Mr. Brian Preston.
All I want to do is these are sound
Shake
effects.
your rump.
It's just so much weirder
Just
when it's not
pretending.
there.
Shake your rump.
The worst part is like the video feed will never get the real audio, so this will always look dumb, like what
Yeah.
we're doing right now. Like we're doing this thing for no reason at all.
It's true. Also, I do like to believe that God looks like one of the Jisoo's memes.
Hey,
You were
turn
so
yourself up a
quiet,
little
yeah.
bit. Turn yourself
Yeah,
up a little
turn
bit.
up, dude.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you got to
it's
get
the
on
same-
that. Is the mic pointed
Yeah, tap
up in
your
the
mic,
sky?
tap your mic.
Point it toward your mouth. The fuzzy end of the microphone goes toward the mouth hole.
Yeah, we're not hearing anything on the mic. You're not even
Okay.
talking into a mic.
Shit. Oh, you know. Well, you know what? Let's just because it's saying I'm on the Scarlet mic here.
Tap the microphone for a second. Okay, yeah, it appears
Yeah,
that the
that's-
microphone
I
is
can try
working.
that. You know what? Let me just. How's about now?
Yep. Okay.
Welcome.
Is that better?
Welcome
go
to
higher.
Welcome to
Try going
Soundfinder.
higher.
All right, let's go higher. How's about now? Is that good?
Ugh.
Sounds the same as it did.
No, you
moments
look good.
ago.
You're hotter. I
Okay.
think you just need
Yeah,
to be
you're good.
closer to the mic.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
good, yeah.
I don't like being this close to the mic because I spit when I talk. I don't really.
And you'll fuck
okay.
anything that walks.
That's what the puff muffin is there for.
We don't talk about that. on the
That's
show.
why you cover your mic with Jim's wife's vagina.
Yeah,
I-
it keeps you real. It keeps the distance up.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ, that is a callback to some older shows.
Mine
Yeah.
is a scratch and sniff. You scratch it, you smell it. It smells like sexcation.
Yeah, no, mine also smells like a Spanish-speaking stranger.
Brian, how's your life? Well, have you been getting out to the disc golf?
You know what?
fields?
Thanks for asking, Aaron. I actually put together. You know what? Frankly, it's Black History Month, so I have been. This is a reference that only Eric will get. Is dare I say it has been a white boy challenge all month on these goddamn courses. I have just been throwing it out there. Went to Iron Hill this past weekend, where the professional disc golf. It's actually like a professional fucking disc golf tournament course. I actually got some pars on some shit and got a birdie on a professional course, doing like the professional layout. So these are like these holes. This means nothing to any of you, but these holes are like 700 or something feet. Like the short ones are like 600 something feet, which is
We call those the Charlotte holes.
we do call those that. Dare I say it? It is if a bubble tape was a human being, these would be those holes. And I don't know. Anyway, but no, I had a very good round of disc golf. And the other thing that I discovered this week was okay, so do you guys remember Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar
So
with that.
apparently,
You mean
that-
the hurricane that George Bush sent to hate black people? I
Yes,
remember that
no,
one.
back you know what,
course.
frankly, one of the last times I found Kanye West to be cool and not terrifying was during that thing where he just ruined Mike Myers' fucking day. Actually, I remember watching that like live on television and being like, wow, Kanye West is the coolest fucking guy and will never be weird or a little bit scary towards his ex-wives. And then I saw an ad for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I was like, I'm kidding. It was actually the sex tape with Ray J. Actually, it was probably before that. That's not the point. So, what I saw a video of, and you guys should check this out, is so when they did Comic Relief that year, Billy Crystal does a 15-minute monologue during this Comic Relief where he plays an older black jazz man. And
Oh,
holy
yeah.
shit, it is the
Yeah.
most uncomfortably racist fucking. He means well, but he's like, it's Billy Crystal, and he's like, now can you dig that? I'm an old jazz man. Now, when the hurricane came over there, and we were all running for our lives with a president that don't care none, and I saw that this week, so that was pretty much the highlight of my week. It also inspired me. I wanted, remember, like, we're all oldish. We're all old here. old enough to remember like back in the 80s, 90s, they would do those like one-man shows that do the jokes about it. It's like, I grew up in an old neighborhood, never, when they do the characters.
Yeah.
So I want to, my new idea is I want to do a fucking a one-man show, and I'd be like, now back in my old neighborhood, you get people like Mrs. Gillespie, who came here all the way from Greece. And I could just always remember Mrs. Gillespie's voice, and she would just be like, Mr. Jar Jar Binks! And I want to do a one-man show, and I'm going to do every character's voice as Jar Jar Binks. That was a lot of build-up for that. I will be playing Hoofy.
Okay. Well, Brian, today when I came home, I saw 2 black kids throwing a Frisbee back and forth. And I pulled up and I said, hey, kids, I know Brian Preston.
No.
And they were like, disc golfer, Brian?
You should. You remind me.
The Brown Bomber?
Yes. Tommy, first of
I
all.
was like, yes, I know the Hank Aaron of.
It's beige, number 1. 2. That Hank Aaron reference tells me you've never watched baseball. Thinking of Jackie Robinson.
I meant Jack. Yeah, that's what I meant. I told them that Brian plays in the Negro Leagues.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good Lord. It would be me, and there's the one black guy who's a professional, and some of the guys I see at the course.
Brian, are there exclusive disc golf clubs that don't let blacks and Jews throw the Frisbee on the club?
Yeah, like they have like it's like a racist because they sell like Confederate flag discs. And they're like, woo! We let our colors fly.
No, the fact is, like, there are a lot of just like racist hippie bros out there, so they're probably like, I'm just imagining some guy with like, they always have like a little fucking USB speaker on him, and he's just like listening to like Sublime with Rome, and he's like, hey guys, don't forget to keep the jams and the vibes good, and keep disc golf white, motherfuckers. Woo! Who wants to do some dabs in my truck?
Yo, you guys want to do some whippets? And let me tell you a little bit about white genocide.
Yeah. Or like Rusted Brutes comes on, and he's like, send them on their way. Send them on their way. I would like minorities out of this sport.
Speaking of clubs that don't allow minorities, this next man is the president of his local chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, actor, writer, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. I'll be reprising my role as the Mighty Jordan, former EWF champion and hole sniffing dude. Yeah, guys, I had a fun time with Tommy, helping him with some concrete. We got the job done. I felt productive. I got some fucking cool records, and then I had a little comedy show that night. Actually, let me rewind to the night before. Me, the great Ashley Pontius of the Quality Time podcast, as well as Tom Nutty, rode up to Elkton, Maryland, which is in basically Delaware.
Yes.
It's like on the Delaware line, pretty much. And we go to this show, and everybody's having a great set, just to be clear. I get up there, and I'm, the co-headliner with Mr. Daryl Charles, who's hilarious.
Funny dude.
And Umar Khan was supposed to be on the show, and he instead decided to open for Brad Williams at the last minute, and I still tag. But I'm on stage. I'm kind of crowd working some stuff, right? And I was like, anybody thinking about having a kid? And they were like, we're actually pregnant. And I look at this lady, and 2 bad things happened after this. Number one, I asked her, I was like, oh, how far along are you? And she went, I was like, how long? And she goes 10 weeks. I was like, oh, till you're due? And she goes, oh, I'm 10 weeks pregnant. I was like, yikes. I just called this bitch fat right here. And then I was like, wow, you're only 10 weeks in. That's crazy. Well, that's crazy to me because that's not a time usually you tell everybody because it's still too early in the pregnancy.
Sometimes it don't take.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Wow,
think
you were
I
like,
was out
you're
of
fat
line.
and your baby might not survive.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Take
Hey,
that, Eckler. Local comedian destroys fat pregnant lady.
Oh man, don't
So-
look at my Pornhub.
So she was a good sport. And then I said, oh, great. And I was like, all right, well, hey, is this your first kid? And she was just like, no, we have another. I was like, oh, how old's your other kid? And they go, well, we're just pregnant now. I was just like, oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's like, so she basically admitted that she had a miscarriage or a kid death, and she counted that
my
also as a kid. So in that one, was Lady Fat and found out about her miscarriage in the course of about a minute and a half.
That's some crowd
man,
work.
I
Oh.
can't believe you did that there.
Man.
Crazy.
And I didn't remember saying this, but Ashley reminded me. She said, I was just like, oh, sorry about your dead kid. Like,
Oh, man.
I think I'm something along those lines. And I was like, and I immediately changed course.
R.I.P.
Ah, man. Did you do guitar comedy at the show?
Did I get what?
Did you do any guitar comedy on the show?
I did no guitar comedy because that
Okay,
was the
'cause-
next question. Because my brother, the abortion,
yeah.
would have been the only choice to do after that.
Yeah,
Okay,
would
'cause
have
I've
been
been
the
like-
abortion song, right?
No, I would have been like, get on stage for this, and then the two of you could have done Tears in Heaven. But you could change it to something fun like Beers in Heaven or something.
Dude, that
No,
that would
Eric
be the
has an abortion
equivalent-
song.
I know he
and
does. I've heard
I
it.
immediately asked him, "Hey, did you sing the abortion song after that?" And he was like, "No."
Oh no, Ashley. All right, Ashley's reminded me. She said, "I said, so we're counting dead ones," is what I said. Apparently.
Oh,
I thought,
shit.
Oh, man.
and I honestly, God, I swear to God, I don't even remember those words coming out of my mouth.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
even
didn't, when you
100%
recapped
sure.
it to me, you didn't mention that. You told me.
next time you should be like, I can't wait to watch your YouTube show about eating dead babies called Dead Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you and The Rock. Just eating dead babies.
Oh, they're sweating. Why is this dead baby so spicy?
So there's that'll happen. But no, if I played the abortion song like right after that happened, that'd be like the equivalent of Toby Keith singing that, we'll put a boot in your ass the second the building dropped after 9/11. Like, it's on par with that. But no, I wasn't prepped for that. But it was a really fun show. And fucking Waynesboro was a fucking legit fucking killer room. The Rough Edges Brewing. I got to have some more of you up there. Tommy's been up there, but we were fucking sold out, turning people away, standing room only. Fucking Ashley fucking crushed it. Charlotte crushed it. Tom Nutty was crushing it from the lean position that he does.
Hey.
It was just a fucking amazing show overall. So shout outs to that.
You said Tom Nutty as if it were a surprise that he did well, but you were just like, Charlotte crushed it, and then Tom Nutty crushed it.
Well, yeah, well, for two reasons. One, he crushed it from host, which I find like is a
Okay,
tough
nice.
position to cut. He was hosting, and he still fucking lit it up, and I had a great time overall. So shout outs to that. Anyway, back to you, Tommy.
The host at the show that I did on Saturday did this joke. He said, "Hey, what do you call a car that has a black guy, a white guy, a Chinese guy, and a Native American in it?"
Oh boy.
I was like, "What?" And he was like, "A race car."
Tommy?
And then laughed like this for 30 seconds.
Did that crush?
No, they hated it. Well, speaking of someone who would never bring up dead babies, especially on a first date, ladies and gentlemen, WYPR rock god, Mr. Aaron Hickey.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm happy to be back with the whole Sniffin' Dudes, reprising my role as Hemlock Lugosi. You listen to me. I am a fetchling from the shadow plane and cast my sorcery spells. Now how much would you pay? But believe me, now I am a level 3 sorcerer with spells like Flaming Sphere and Heightened Divine Lance. Now how much would you pay? I am a bargain at twice the price. I missed you guys last week. We didn't do a taping last week because the Laughfinder dudes were all off romancing their ladies on Valentine's Day.
I was not. I was
actually did.
entertaining other people's ladies while mine was in the crowd. on Valentine's Day.
I see how that works.
Hey, let me just tell you, I checked after me and Tommy did our little musical number. I went by old Miss Simbazo's seat, and let me tell you, it looked like Niagara Falls under that bitch.
She likes to watch you entertain other ladies.
Oh yeah.
Was damn. Eric and I, we had this fun back and forth where we're supposed to try to pick a song that we already know what song we're going to sing, but we're trying to pick which song we're going to sing. And he was like, "Do you want to sing WAP?" And the crowd goes, "Woo!" And I was like, "Dude, I inherited vaginal dryness from my mother." We had a successful weekend of just making Joe Robinson look at goatsy pictures all weekend.
Succeeded. But Aaron, I like your haircut. You're looking fucking sharp,
Thanks.
brother.
Yeah, a couple times a year, I'll get the clippers out and shear myself down.
So you did that yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
You look like you're cosplaying as Sean King right now.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh man.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh shit.
I guess I should look that up. Huh?
Get
Talcum
a
X?
Google.
I didn't come up with Talcum X. I wish I was that clever, but pretty much he's like a Black Lives Matter guy. And people are always like questioning his amount of blackness. I frankly think you look like the Muji version of Andy Klein in the Andy Klein story.
I don't know who that is either.
That's another local.
Area comedian. You look like a handsomer version of him.
Oh,
I think he also takes it like he's the provocative tweeter that like whatever like the hardest Black Lives Matter stance is, he'll take one that's so much. He's like, you think that one? Wait till you hear this one drop, and he'll go one step whatever the norm is right now, just to get clicks and likes and stuff like that. But
well, I'll share this bit of hot news with you guys today here from my Metro News desk. This is from the Olympics. Cross-country skier Remy Lindholm suffers frozen penis in the mass start skiing race. Men's 50-kilometer mass start race at the Beijing Games was shortened to 30 kilometers, but that did little to help Finland's Remy Lindholm, who needed a heat pack at the end of the race to thaw out a particularly sensitive body part. Evidently,
you know who wouldn't have that problem? Mr. Brian Preston.
That's actually
This is
true.
he keeps his hood up.
Ah, man. I kind of hope they found out about it like in a Christmas story like situation.
evidently, this was the second time he had suffered a frozen penis in a cross-country skiing race.
Like he didn't learn from the first one.
He suffered a
After the
similar
first, he was
incident
like, "What were
in
the odds?
Finland last
It
year.
should never hurting again."
What does he
Anyway,
use it
I
as
guess
like
he's okay now.
a rudder to fucking steer him?
He's like, "Uh-oh, my ski pole is broken. Better use the old dick stick again."
He says, when the body parts started to warm up after the finish, the pain was unbearable, he added.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like, "Quickly, someone help me. Put it in your mouth and warm it gently. Any mouth will do. I'm not a picky."
I like your Finnish accent. That's good.
Thank you. And
holy
speaking
shit.
of Finnish accent, he's the last one I'm introducing. Ladies and gentlemen, the best damn DM in this Riverside FM chat room, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Greetings. You guys know the drill. I'm your GM, your friend and foe. So why don't we get started?
For the recap this week, I have, instead of a rap, I'm going to do a cinematic trailer. I've got some music lined up here. Let's see if I can. Oh, yeah. You hear that?
Yeah.
In a world where the Laughfinder dudes find themselves in a subterranean cavern beneath Cedravus, they encounter a machine that proceeds to fall to the bottom of the canyon. They end up in a cold stone tunnel. It gets sealed off behind them. Large metal cylinders are sticking up out of the ground, and at that point, 9 undead skeletons attack. The steel columns exert hypergravity, and while the battle ensues, war flails, signature spells, inner radiance, double kills, and Miss Elizabeth. When the dust settles, 9 skeletons are dead, and their friend, the non-player character Egar, brings them to a big area of tents and machines where they meet a bird creature? Who is this mythical bird creature? We're going to find out now on this exciting episode of Laughfinder.
That was awesome. I loved it.
Well done.
I didn't like it more than a rap, but I liked it.
No, I know. Well, I had to punt. Had a busy week.
All right.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. Evidently there's some big bird creature, and we're in this room where there's like lots of tents and kind of broken machinery, and
What
this
you
is a long-awaited encounter.
Yes. So what you see is what looks like a literal underground community that has formed in what looks like large objects in a field of large objects made of shattered glass. The floor is dirty with the soil of the walls and the ceiling, but you notice that the floor itself is strangely metallic. There
This is
are
what women see when they visit Brian's house.
You see people going about their business. Several of them talking to the what could be the largest humanoid lizard creature you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How large?
He's probably about 7.5 feet tall.
Oh,
Let's see who's got good diplomacy
don't
skills.
tell.
You do.
This lizard also works the door at Magooby's.
I want to say to the lizard man, you listen to me, you handsome big lizard fellow. We have come a long way through many dark tunnels and defeat many skeletons and other bad guys to get to this place to meet a man that our friend Igar says has some answers for us to help all of human and other kind to get off this terrible dimension of Cedroves. Take me to your leader.
He raises a single, extremely sharply clawed finger, and he does a twirling sort of motion, and a bunch of people with bows drawn sort of form a semicircle behind him.
Okay, so it's a large lizard person.
Yes.
I would. I don't know if this is a metagame. I would like to try and communicate him with the language of his people by saying, "Oh wow."
It's all over.
Nice
Like,
callback.
Don't get we ruin our end game moment
Dude.
here. This is Captain America picking up the fucking hammer for Laughfinder.
Did we just enter the Laughfinder verse?
Oh, fuck.
He says, "That man is under our protection."
What man?
Oh.
What? Who? Oh, he points at a guy and says that man is on.
He points to the bird creature.
Hey, a bird creature.
We are no threat to this man. We are potential friends and partners to him. He has information that can help all of us. We must work together as a team.
I don't like the way that you're already interpreting his gender.
Let's see. Igar's with
I
you.
meant macho ma'am.
Igar tries to vouch for you, but this large lizard creature seems unconvinced, so I'm going to need a diplomacy roll.
Oh, can I? Hey, I think I got a feat that can help us out with this. Hold on. Let me see here. Can I?
Oh, you have a fascinating performance,
I do have a fascinating
or
performance.
what is it called?
I actually have a pretty good diplomacy, but I have a bunch of intimidate skills we probably won't use.
I can try to do that, or I can also use group coercion too.
I have a
feat
plus
called-
11 in diplomacy,
I got a 6.
if that's helpful.
Single increases to 4. So I have this group coercion. It's when you coerce, you can compare your intimidation check result to will DCs of 2 targets instead of 1. It's possible to get a different degree of success on each target. The number of targets can do that. So I could try to coerce them into being.
I want to ask Hentai.
I'd
Listen
like to
to
give
me,
it a go.
Hentai. You must have important objects that we've collected that we could show them that we've earned with our fighting to present to the Birdman.
I
Right?
do have a vial of slime that I collected. Remember that? Remember that day when I
Yes.
collected a vial of slime? I'll be
That
like,
was
look,
cool.
we have
So look, I
questions
rolled
about
a 21
this.
on my group coercion.
Oh, so
can I
you're
tell-
trying to scare them all.
No, it's coercion, right? Aren't they?
Yes,
I
that
do
means
not-
to scare people.
I did not sign
Hey.
on for this, man. Whoa.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
look, we just came out of a battle.
No.
You want to fight them, you go ahead and fight them. I'm not, don't
Yeah,
want
that's
nothing to
No,
do
we're
with
trying
this.
to be like, hey, girl, come to my house and take some bong hits. We're not trying to
Wait,
scare someone.
Is coerce and coerce two different things?
Yeah, it's when you rehearse a coercion.
I assure you. Again, group coercion is
Let's
like, hey,
coerce this before we actually coerce them.
How about you just roll a
it's by
diplomacy?
using. Yeah, okay, I
yeah,
could
just roll
roll.
diplomacy. Yeah, we don't.
My diplomacy kind of is not great. I could try to fascinating.
Aaron has a
performance.
plus 11.
Aaron's 11. Aaron's
Yeah.
an 11.
I had a dream of cutting a mega powers thing, but whatever. We'll save it for another time.
I also.
You do that for your enemies. That actually has a negative effect in combat if you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say to my friend Jordan, please put away your anabolic steroids.
He's
for a
starting to
minute.
rip off his
I
sleeve.
didn't like the way he was
worry.
looking at the bird lady over there. He making me mad.
My pronouns are they, them.
Just calm down, snap into a Slim Jim, and let me try to talk some sense into these people.
That bird friend fed me when I was at my lowest point.
I say to the lizard man, you see that we are here on our own free will, and in good diplomatic fashion, I wish to partner with you. We don't seek a fight with you. And I roll this diplomacy roll. 24.
You needed a 20.
Excellent.
Critical success.
We're not
He
fighting.
says, all right then. Allow me to introduce myself.
Aaron, ask him for $5 too.
And by the way, can I have $5 for the bus?
He says, I don't know what
I
dollars
don't
are.
drink or do drugs.
He says, my name is Abraxas.
Abraxas, okay?
Oh, do you book the open mic for
Wait, the
DC
lizard man
Improv?
is saying this?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I have a friend Rob who's way into you.
He says, my name is Abraxas Fun Murder.
Oh wow!
We got so much in common.
He says, just to let you know here, if you make any moves against the bird, we're going to have to take you away from him in installments.
Mr. Fun Murder, we understand. We have no intention to harm the Birdman. We merely seek to have a parley with him to come to a common understanding of how we can help everybody here.
If I may, try this as well. Gore, there's a pig over there sleeping in a bed. Nobody's shit in.
What? Go shit in that bed immediately.
Guards, go sit in this bed.
He has some people who are still kind of like not sure about you, but they're obeying his orders. They lead you over to this flamboyantly dressed bird-like humanoid.
Coco, beware! Does he have a
yes.
parrot on his shoulder? Sorry. Go
He
ahead.
says, greetings. My name is Sir Ichabod Theophilus Prentice Horace Dante, and I am a traveler and entertainer who somehow ended here.
Do you have a shortened version?
Say
of
your first name
that we
again,
could call you?
Ichabod.
Icky. Can we call you Icky?
Ichabod Theophilus Prentice Horace Dante, or PhD.
Oh,
Yours.
your name, PhD. Okay.
At any
Ichabod.
rate, I've had quite a harrowing journey, full of
Yes.
discovery.
Yes. It sounds like we totally have so much in common, Ichabod, because we have had a crazy journey too. And learned all kinds of interesting discoveries too. Things about the oil sea, things about gravity wells, things about people with holes in their heads and deep harvesters who seem to be taking the brains out of people.
The harvesters.
Yes, that's what I said.
I shall
You know
tell
that.
you. I shall tell you what I've seen.
Please.
He says, I was investigating a lead. Everyone here is working on trying to get us out of here because there seems to be something underground from which the oil is going to come, and it's not stopping. So I ventured deep underground, and I found a large chamber full of glass containers, much like you see before you.
All these broken large bottles all around.
Exactly. And I saw harvesters, many, many harvesters, and they were coming down and emptying some sort of liquid into these containers. They would come in, empty the liquid, and then leave.
Wait, they would remove the liquid from the containers. And
No, they were putting it in.
they were depositing liquid.
Oh.
What did it look like? And he roots through his pouches, and I pull out a vial of the slime that I collected from a harvester.
Did it look anything like this?
Yes, but with bits of, I can only assume to be humanoid matter floating in it.
They're putting the people's brain chunks. They're making a brain slurry and putting it in the containers.
He says, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you had said, I don't know, we would have been legally obligated to pour that slime on you.
It's right here, Ray.
You can't do that on Laughfinder.
He says, but that is not the strangest part of the story. You see, I wasn't paying attention, and then I heard a thud, and when I looked up, I was surrounded by 3 harvesters menacing me. I thought I was fucked. But then a 4th harvester came, and it destroyed the other 3.
Oh.
And then
Detention.
it turned to me and it said, "Run!"
I remember this. This is like when Hogan totally flipped sides. Joined the Outsiders to form the NWO at Bash at the Beach. Yeah.
He says, "I brought my tail feathers here and I haven't looked back."
And you say, where exactly did all this go down?
I could show you. There are not a lot of markers down here underground, you see. But I remember it very well. It's not the sort of thing I could forget.
I'd like to look more into this.
Did the 4th harvester look any different than the other ones?
Yes. It seemed to be carrying equipment. It seemed to be wearing some sort of armor.
Would you say this thing was friend or foe?
Friend,
Well,
Well, it helped him survive the other ones.
Come on, man!
Have you not been listening to this
Well,
story?
Are we going to do a subquest about his CTE?
but he says, that's just one of many strange details I have to share. I'm still a little shaken from that encounter.
Well, we actually heard stories that there was a group of people down here that believe that there's machines that control this place.
Oh, yes, I've seen them.
Oh, you're not them?
No, I've seen the machines.
Oh, you've seen the machines. Where are these machines? You say I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
He says, well, they, unfortunately, they are near where I had my encounter with the harvesters. There were all sorts of things there that I do not understand.
Sounds like a two birds, one stone sort of situation. Oh, sorry. No, oh, sorry.
Oh, easy.
I'm sorry. What I meant was
Hentai, you take it easy on the bird.
guys.
You
look,
stay
I'm
away
calling
from
the
this guy.
NAABP.
Oh, that does not mean what you think it means.
I've clicked
Listen
that
to me,
link.
Ichabod. How long have you been on this dimension of Cedroves?
Only a few days.
Oh,
But-
okay.
I've made some pretty astonishing discoveries.
Yes.
That the suns, those. I'm a bit of an astronomer. I didn't think it would come in handy, but I started looking at accounts of the suns that change. For the most part, they seem to be different, but there's one, a green one, that keeps coming back.
Do you notice? Hey, do you notice any? Like I have with some of the. Do you have any samples of the harvesters? Have you noticed that maybe some of the samples act a little different when a different sun is out?
That's an interesting scientific question, but unfortunately, it's beyond my understanding. What I do know is that the suns change, but there are long periods of time when the green sun takes over and the other suns seem to change in between these long stints. You see, most
it's gotta
humans
be-
can't
how do you
perceive
even-
green light, but I can.
How do you guys even figure out daylight savings with all these suns?
Listen to me,
Daylight's
Ichabod.
losing.
Perhaps you've heard of a group of religious fanatics on the surface of this planet called the Cult of the Ever-Changing Sun.
Yes. Oh, I would stay away from them. You
Do
know,
they
their
have something
leader,
to do with this green sun?
I don't know, but I'm pretty good at gathering information. And I did find out that their leader was part of the library in Livermore, and he was exiled.
Oh. We know somebody else there at the library. Rusa, perhaps you know this? Rusa,
Yes.
big gal, she worked in the laboratory.
Yes, she is the one who helped me find this pattern with the ever-changing suns. I don't know what that's about, however.
But she gave us a mission to monitor the oil of the oil seas and take samples and bring
And
them
what
back
did you
to her.
find?
We found, well, there was a little gadget. She had us dip this little gadget into the sea. And
Teabag
some
the oil seas.
we teabagged the oil sea with the gadget, and it made some beeps and lights and flashing, and that indicated, help me out, boys, you remember,
That
Gosh.
the oil seas were rising.
they're rising, the oil seas are rising.
Fuck!
Yes, that's right, we had the same reaction.
This is, okay, well, I think the current mission is to find out where we are so we can get the hell out of here. And I think the
Yes.
biggest lead we have is to find that one harvester.
Yes, let's go deeper into the center of Cedroves.
One last thing. Do you know anything else about these harvesters? I think they're of a hive mind, so I find this one that seems to be different than the rest of them a little odd.
A very astute observation.
Perhaps
It's like
we can ask
flowers for
him.
Algernon. He has a brilliant moment of lucidity once in a while.
I just walked over and solved an equation on the side.
A beautiful mind.
I think
Yes.
this is an episode of The Simpsons.
He says, well, if I take you there, maybe you can ask him. And then Abraxas chimes in. He says, yeah, there's just one small problem. We gather a lot of resources so our people can survive, and raiders know that. And they're not bold enough to attack the whole compound directly, but they will attack the routes in and out. So you'll want to be on your guard for being ambushed by people who think that you're part of the caravan.
All right.
Well, if there's one thing we know how to do, it's to kick ass. So we're not too worried about it.
That is true. Now, quick question here. Now, these are slightly treacherous paths that we've taken into this enclave. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Now, are these paths that we are going to be traveling? They're going downhill or uphill?
they're going downhill.
Cool. Hear me out. Here's my idea, and again, I'm saying this in my own voice, because doing Hoofy's voice is taxing on me spiritually. So if we're walking down, and are these narrow and treacherous paths that we're going to walk down?
They're going to be varied.
They're going to be varied. Wait, are there any like large rocks we could just send down this shit before we go walking down this path?
Oh, just send
Yeah,
like,
like
a boulder.
Indiana
Yeah, don't send
Jones.
just like we just send some like fucking pre-boulders just to get like stragglers and shit. They have like, I'm serious. Like, do they have the resources for that? Also, Hoofy does have 7 points in goddamn military know-how, so he would know how to do this.
Okay.
You have points in military lore.
He has points in military lore. I'm just saying, if we're walking down a goddamn narrow pathway to get here, wouldn't it make sense for us to just send some fucking pre-walk boulders down it?
I also didn't realize that Raiders of the Lost Ark was military lore. But
Here's the thing, Eric. Would we have beaten Nazis if we didn't have a magic box full of Nazi killing ghosts? Answer me that.
We have to be careful that we don't accidentally kill our harvester friend, though.
Yeah.
He can
Jesus.
float!
He says, I would know him if I'd seen him. Trust me. He's the only one wearing armor.
why don't we use Jordan and do like a scene from the movie Hook where I fashion myself into a
Into
ball,
like a cannon.
All right.
and then you roll me downhill, and I go.
Now, if we're going to go down here, do you have any place that we could get supplies for the trip?
Abraxas says, oh yeah, I wouldn't send you down unprepared. You might want to spend the night to regenerate your strength also.
All right. Also, another question, real quick. Has anyone seen Chevy?
He says,
Oh, yes.
Shit.
he says,
I
I don't
told him
know
my
who that
pocket
is.
We walk with another fellow. Another
Oh.
hole sniffing dude, if you will. That's what we
I
call
did-
ourselves, the hole sniffing dude.
That's actually
Is he
how
the one
God
over
is-
there playing with the children?
Oh, Lord.
This is
Teaching them
that's actually-
dances.
This
Hey,
is
you live in
totally
a
how
cave. You lie
I'd
with
like-
dogs, you're going to get fleas. You know?
I would like to use a knowledge court order check.
This reminds me of how Chevy got his name after we went to see the movies at the thing, and we ate at Chevy's and we left him there. We never knew his name, so you're just like, ah, it's Chevy, yeah.
Oh, we know Brock's name.
He tried to get. Did I ever tell you that last time I saw Brock? He tried to get me shit like, none of you fuckers would go to the hospital with me. I'm like, no.
No!
We were
Why
all
did
tripping
you
on
go to-
mushrooms.
Why did you go to the hospital? You know, people need. He waited too long to get punched in the face. That's the problem.
That is true. That was also like 3 years later. But like,
Yeah. So.
The last. You know what? I'm never going to another hospital on mushrooms.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week.
Ichabod,
That's how you
you
do it,
listen to
goddamn.
me. You're going to come with us, yes, on this adventure
Well,
to the
I think
center of
you'll
the-
need me.
Yes, to identify the harvester. How about this other friend, Abrex's son, Fun Murder? You going to come too, big guy? You look like a tough fighter.
He says, no, I gotta stay here. They're gonna need me for if the raiders show their ugly faces again.
Oh,
Well, listen, I ask you, a friend to friend, Mr. Fun Murder, since we're going to do this job for this guy under your protection, it's in your interest to outfit us with the best gear you have here in your underground cavern.
We're like your A team.
Set us up. What do we need? What do you have available?
He says, we don't have much. The last time the Raiders attacked, they got away with like a crate full of stuff, but we attacked. We were pretty good, and they were forced to drop it and run. So if you're on your way down in that tunnel, you should find a box.
Excellent. Hey, are
Your
we healed up?
masters
Do
of
we
finding
have
box.
do we have full hit points and stuff? Did we rest last episode?
I don't think you rested after you got into the combat.
Yeah, we should definitely.
We're gonna rest. Yeah.
Ichabod, please point us to some beds, some stacks of hay where we may lay our weary heads and regain
And if you have
some
any
hit
arrows,
points.
I could. Oh man, I go through arrows like nobody's
He
business.
says,
I
there's
have this-
arrows in the box if you find the box.
I go like this, and I have like a cord sticking out of my arm. He's like, "You guys got a USB-C charger capable thing for me? I'm a little low on juice."
Don't worry, we're all lightning cables down here.
Yeah, we
No.
lose those all the time. We lose the chargers. You know how
Yeah,
it goes.
I find this weird green pad of like a broken machine, and I just lay down on it accidentally, and all of a sudden it lights up, and my eyes go goo goo into full charge. I'm like, ooh.
All right, so
Do I recognize any of this machinery as possible Android technology?
give me, let's see, this would be a craft roll, but since you're also an android, you're going to get a +2 bonus on it.
Okay, so a crafting roll with a +2. Give me a second here. I
I want to take a look at it too when he's done.
Sure.
I got a good craft.
Let me see here. I've been trying to bring this up for weeks, but internet. Let me tell you, for an Android, I'm pinging constantly here. Let's go here. Crafting. Come on, that would be under this
It's under
proficiencies, right?
skills.
Crafting.
Under the hand,
so I should.
the little.
Yeah. Here we go. We're rolling, and then we're gonna add Shuku. I'm using a hero point on that, and we're
Okay.
gonna roll
Okay.
that
Rolled a
completely
3.
again. We're gonna roll that again, and we're gonna go like that. And we got
Oh,
a 5,
5.
so we got 6, 7.
You have no idea.
I'm
wanna
the
come over-
dumbest android who's ever existed.
I want to walk up. I can see that. I can see he's sitting there, like looking, like scratching his chin, looking at all the equipment, like, okay. You know, like,
Okay, the
And I
past
walk
is the
up, let me do a
present,
quick
and the
crafting.
future is now.
There we go. I roll a 16.
Okay.
Does that let
You
me-
can tell that this is crafting using techniques that you've never seen
No,
on
I walk up,
Galarian.
This looks like crafting I've never seen back on the home world of Galarian.
Yes. There are substances that you've never seen there, like what it's made of.
Scratching it and licking my finger. I'm just smelling all the equipment.
I just want to touch as much of it and see if it does anything to my body, if it reacts with me. So I'm just fondling any machinery. That
Well, this looks very broken, so it doesn't react to you.
I just want to find an iron giant friend that'll tell me about my past.
Oh, Bart.
So let me know when you guys are rested. You have your spell points back.
Okay, yeah, we've rested. I want to make
Get my
Okay.
HP back.
a firebomb and another elixir.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. Hey, do any of you gents here maybe can spare a healing potion or something like that? An elixir that'll bring me to the top of my game and back down to the earth, because the sky.
Oh, well, we can say that Chevy gives you a burst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
he
he gave me
bursted
first
all
last
over
time.
me.
You go down this back alley. He invites all the kids to watch.
Mostly, I just wanted one for inventory for my inevitable get hit in the face, which is to do.
Well, I would assume that there's maybe some healing potions in the box that we have to go look for.
Okay, all right. I like where your head's at, Hogan.
All right, so you find yourself. Oh wait, I have to put him. Where is he? There we go. Where's Sir Ichabod? Here he is, because he's with you.
I have one more quick question for Ichabod. I pull him aside and I said, "Listen, I want to show you something. You tell me if you ever seen anything like this. I've had this for a while. I don't know what it is." And I pull out this strange glowing object that I've had in my treasure trove for a majority of this game. Do you ever seen anything like this? Look at this strange glowing object.
He says, "Actually, I saw those where we're going."
Okay, I'll ask again to the harvester guy when we get down there.
All right, so let's see. You guys can move 10 squares as he leads you to.
Also, have you ever seen a mustache like this?
I would like,
Okay,
I'd like
please
to
go
remind
ahead.
I'd like to remind our sweet GM that I do have the proximity alert, which is that says I'm unnaturally in tune with your surroundings and react instinctively to danger. So I gain a +2 for circumstance bonus to any perception.
To initiative? Oh, to
And,
perception checks.
Perception checks made as initiative
Protection
rolls.
checks.
That's-
Oh, yeah. So you basically get +2 to initiative. All right. Let's see.
Oh,
There we-
pause that shit.
All right. There we go. So you guys can move up to 10 squares.
Listeners, you'll know that we are now inside a tunnel on our virtual gaming board. We're looking with limited vision as we proceed down this tunnel, and we're going to move and explore its various locations. It looks like there's a little couple branches of it heading off to the west as we head north down this tunnel.
I'd like to.
I went up
Garsh,
north.
as the one black person here, I think we should split up.
You notice that the floor looks it looks like it was crafted. It doesn't look like a natural floor. And it looks like it's made of slabs of some sort of material. And they are actually, even though they're worn, they're actually sort of exact. As if they were cut out by with the utmost precision.
I gotta be honest with you. Does this look like no human could have built this, and it's probably some type of ancient alien?
Gosh, it does look like the Thomas and Bazo's basement.
These slabs are incredible.
You're right.
You
This
all
place
can-
is covered in cum.
Y'all can keep moving. As you walk through,
GM, I'd
Uh,
also like to pull out my 10-foot pole and, like a blind man, tap in front of me as I walk.
okay.
Guys, wait. There's something up in the hallway ahead.
I think we found the treasure chest. I
don't
see
know.
it too, hentai.
It looks like a perfectly normal box.
Yes. Who's going to go and try and open this treasure chest? Jordan, go ahead up there. Look at that shiny box. Go open it.
Hold on, wait.
Can I do a perception
There may be
check on
Slim
it?
Jims in there.
Oh, I have a +7 in thievery.
Oh,
Okay.
Then you should probably go.
Can I try
Yeah,
to
but
see if there's
listen,
any
it's-
traps?
Sure. That'll be a thievery roll.
Okay, I'm like, guys, look, I've been stealing from you this whole time. Hey, you know that multi-level marketing scheme I got you all to join? Well, turns out it's a pyramid scheme.
I thought you wanted to get in touch after high school.
Are you telling me Catcoin is a lie?
Oh, I gotta double click on this. Okay, here we go. Here is my thievery roll. have a +7. Here we go. And here's the roll.
It's a 23, listeners.
Okay, shit. All right, that's dope.
Mighty good roll. We're assuming this is locked. That's why you're trying to pick the lock.
Now,
Is that
when I
what's going
see anytime Dorian names something a perfectly normal box, I have to check it for traps.
on? Yeah, okay.
Oh, also it could be a mimic.
You
We haven't had a mimic this season. All right. Is this mimic trapped, Dorian?
you'll be glad to know that it's not a mimic,
Okay.
but it is trapped.
Okay. Okay. Can I try to disarm the trap?
Yes,
Is that another thievery roll?
it is another thievery roll.
All right, boys. Here we go. I'm like,
Guys, no one breathe. This is a very deadly trap. I have to see if I can.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
25,
shit.
listeners.
Oh shit!
Hentai is rolling like a champ today.
1 second. All right. So there are 2 mechanisms.
uh-huh.
You notice that you know how to. It looks like a sort of safe sort of dial.
Like a,
Yes. It's come up, it's raised a little bit, and you notice that there's a sort of wire. So what you do is you hold it taut,
mm-hmm.
and then you cut it, and then you slowly relax it.
Okay.
Sure hope no titty golems hop out of this.
Let's see. And there's one more to go. So give me another.
All right, boys. No, back up. Back the fuck up off me. Hold on, boys. I'm very. Okay, old hentai boy, you got this. Let me see if there's another mechanism.
It's a 22, listeners. Another good roll.
You needed 20s both time.
Oh,
He succeeded.
All right.
Well done. You managed to disarm the trap, and the box becomes unlocked.
All right. Now to unlock the box, boys. Come on.
Open
You
it.
can
What's
go
in
ahead
there?
and double click on the box.
oh, okay. Oh, it's unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's unlocked, boys. Let me see here. Let me double click on this box. Titty golems!
Shit.
Oh, listeners, we have Alchemist's Fire, Lesser. There is a Bracelet of Dashing, as well as Healing Potion, Potion of Fire Retaliation, Anti-Venom Potion, some arrows for hentai, and some silver pieces. Not a bad treasure chest.
What is this bracelet of dashing? Okay, it says this jangling silvery bracelet makes you lighter on your feet, giving you a +1 item bonus to acrobatics check. There's a command to activate it. You can use it once per day. You gain a 10-foot status bonus for speed for 1 minute.
Yeah, let me get that dashing bracelet, homie.
You want that dashing bracelet?
I want that.
Okay.
Plus, I athletics
Give him-
and daring
give,
things.
Jordan, take the healing potion too. You're always getting hurt.
I did. I took 2 of them
wait,
because
am I-
there's 5.
I'm be like, this looks like alchemist fire, as a matter of fact.
And I'm gonna take the alchemist fire, and I'm gonna load the alchemist crossbow with it.
Okay. Mhm.
What is a potion of fire retaliation, Game Master?
Basically, it surrounds you with an aura of fire, and people who melee attack you take fire damage.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Get in on that, Brian.
Yeah, I should probably take that fire of.
And anti-venom potion and arrows and
I
silver
do
pieces.
retaliate.
I'll take the rest of this stuff so I have it, in case we need it. Well, I'll take the arrows. I'll take the anti-venom potion. And
Damn, I can
and
rage
we'll just
out
add
and
the
move an
silver
extra
pieces to
10.
Kitty.
That means I can almost
It's been a
actually get into
very
combat range every time. It's kind of nice.
a very special Christmas with you guys. I'm glad everybody got a present. I think it brings us all close together before we meet our certain death on the next exciting episode of Laughfinder.
All right, guys. All I have coming up, all I'm gonna plug is the 10th. No, when is it? The 11th of whatever that Thursday is in March. Fuck, I gotta look it up. I'll be doing a digital show, a virtual hybrid show at the DC Improv. It's going to be pretty fucking cool. Come on out. Make sure you check that out. Now, Kyle now wants me to run a webcam so that we can show a camera view of the audience to the comics. Okay. That I have no problem with trying. But now he wants to have no virtual audience, just only we're performing to the webcam.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, he wants what?
He doesn't want there to be a virtual audience. He only wants. I'm like,
how
well,
the
what about the
fuck are-
delay? It's
Yeah, well, how the fuck are the IR? Yeah, that's my thing. Is like, there's so many fucking variables in there for like how you're gonna get that feedback. Like, you're gonna be there in VR, and you're gonna like you're not gonna know if you're fucking hitting that shit. It's gonna be like a 4-second fucking delay to like know about your shit.
yeah. I really want to talk him out of it. Say what? Hey, we'll try all this stuff at the Baltimore show in May. But
yeah,
this
no,
is the
you
DC
just have like
Improv.
that's like an
just-
actual fucking comedy club. What's also, I mean, like, my other thing would be like, I'm not gonna say it on here, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's all I got going on. What do you got going on, Eric? Or Brian? What do you got going on, Brian?
Well, you know what, guys? You can catch me this fucking Tuesday. I don't know when the episode's gonna be out. I'm gonna be on the City That Breeds talking about the goddamn book, which I don't know. It's one of those things where it's fun, where I like it's we're going to be talking about that this Tuesday, and then I don't know where that episode will be. I'm doing some promo later this week, and then you can catch me. I am headlining the second Saturday shit show in June, and apparently I'm going to have to start doing comedy again before then, in front of people, I guess.
All right, Eric, what do you got coming up?
I got a show with the great Justin Schlegel on Saturday up at some VFW. There'll be shit on my fucking feed for that coming up. And then, what else? I'm sure there's some other shit I got coming up in the month of March or so here. I got some new bits, so you can catch me probably up at the Wits End sometime soon or later. I'm thinking I might go up on Thursday. Maybe try out a new joke I wrote about my dead dog. So come check that out. I'm very excited about that. And then we got the dispensary show and DC Improv on the 10th. Is the DC Improv on the 10th? Oh yeah. I got lots of stuff. So check out ericcomedy.com. I'll have the updated website by the end of the week, so you can check out all the fucking dates and bullshit for March.
All right, Aaron, what do you got coming up?
Listeners, did you know that our own Tommy Simbazo has a Baltimore accent? Believe it or not, he does. And you can hear him featured in the most recent episode of the Maryland Curiosity Bureau, cooperating as a test subject in a language lab along with another lifelong Baltimorean as we analyze their accents with a couple of linguistic scholars and figure out what exactly is wrong with them and the way they speak. Tune in to
Lou
this
listened.
exciting episode of the Maryland Curiosity Bureau. You say Lou
listened.
heard it?
Yeah, Lou listened when I told, and she immediately calls me and she was like, Bab, your accent. And I was like, Aaron wanted me to put it on. Like I had to push it. She was like, Bab.
Well, I
sound like a fucking idiot.
I will tell you that episode is is quickly on its way to being the most listened to episode of the podcast ever.
Fuck yeah.
So,
man.
congratulations. It's a you're a bona fide viral sensation.
Take
You know
that,
what?
Haley Nelson.
You know what? I do take that personally.
Oh, no. Well, you were
Hey,
so very
English
invested
teacher?
in when you participated in it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Aaron. I can talk like a fucking hick if that's what you need. I can debase myself if that's what you need me to do.
That's right. It's all about how much you're willing to debase yourself for me, and that
look,
translates
I got-
directly into listens.
I straight up put on crab face for Aaron.
I can do a full fucking Billy Crystal on your show.
Aaron, if you'd
Wow.
like
There
to
will-
ever do a curiosity bureau on what it's like growing up in the home of a full blown hoarder, I could tell you about that.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
if that's something. If you get like a psychologist, you can break down my dad's horrible hoarding habits.
It's
he's
only
dead,
a matter
so
of time
I can
before I
talk about
call
all
on
of it.
each and every one of you for
Yeah.
something. So,
No, Aaron's going to use his other friends.
well, I've leaned on some other people in cases of emergency, but I always call you guys first.
Nice.
Tough.
Oh, man.
right, and
We're the
lastly,
expendables.
that took you forever. Lastly, Dorian, what do you got coming up?
I'm going to be on the Aristocrats show
Oh, fuck
in
yeah.
March. I'm making an Aristocrats joke for the show at the Autobar. I believe it is March, or is it February
Ooh,
27th? Let's see, Aristocrats. But also, I'm going to be at on March 7th. I'm going to be with Sandra Bernstein at
Home Slice.
yes.
Oh, shit,
So that's
actually-
on the 7th, and I'm going to be on the Aristocrats show on the 12th.
Dory, can I offer a suggestion?
What's that?
Okay, so I can't hear anyone else, but here's my suggestion: is that like you go in and you like pretend you're gonna do a bit about the 1970s Disney animated film The Aristocats, and then you just are appalled for the rest of your bit when you realize that you're there to do a bit about the Aristocrats, and been like, I thought I was here to do a bit about like two cats that solve mysteries. What the fuck is wrong with the rest of you? I can't hear anyone respond.
One of them bursts in, and he's not wearing pants, and he immediately puts pants on and said, "We have a murder to investigate."
Literally, I can't.
Oh man! All right, guys.
I'm
Well,
gonna watch
thanks.
this on Facebook.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Make sure you listen to the Maryland Curiosity Bureau. Make sure you listen to Quality Time, and make sure you go and buy Great Days and take a read of that. No one I've met that has read it has hated it. I've never met that guy that gave it just 2 stars, but he sounds like a real piece of poop. Okay.
Yeah, he's a real cunt. Apparently these headphones died during this season of plugs.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We love you. And as always, may all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2. I'm Tommy Zavazzo, and I've been on Whippets most of the show. All right. Thank you.